Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Hope you all enjoyed that intro, newly edition, quick little 14-second intro, because that's all we need on this show. Welcome, everybody, to the Friday, Freaky Friday, as I like to say, edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only, Philly Pete. We're here live on 12 Ounce Sports and Dingo TV, channel 217. Of course, the 12 Ounce Sports is a live streaming 24/7 platform. Make sure you're there 24/7. That's all it is. Doesn't matter. If you missed tonight's show, you're still going to see it. It doesn't matter. Welcome aboard. It's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Those that are done with the work day, I should say. Those are still working. Hey, grind it out. You're almost there. Those that have to work this weekend that are on call, well, hey, listen, we'll have a couple of drinks for you while you guys are working your tails off this weekend. But we're here. We grinded Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We made it. We're here. Time for the weekend. Let's have some fun. All right. What can I say? You got about 4 college football games tonight. You got about 3 NHL games here tonight. Last night, about a unit and a half that we lost in the NHL. Not great, but the week was phenomenal. It was a great week in the NHL for the clients. Free plays were doing well too. Subscribers, hell of a night as well. Those that cashed out my free plays last night, Alvin Kamara over 4.5 receptions and Denver Broncos -3. We swept the board with the NFL, so you love to see that. First period over in the Nashville Oilers game, that cashed out as well. So great night all around. So let's continue the grind onto the weekend. All right, it's Friday. We're here. We're doing good. Food arrived. I'll be eating right after the show today. All right, I got my bourbon of choice for the weekend, so we're ready to rock and roll. Hopefully everyone is getting home from like I said, hopefully everyone's going home from work safe. Be responsible out there tonight. Those young people that are hitting up the bars tonight, pre-gaming. Hey man, just be careful. Take an Uber, take a Lyft. Be responsible this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, hopefully, like I said, I'm happy. It's a great week. It was a busy, chaotic week for all of us. Just glad that it's the weekend. All right. Hopefully you have some good plans this weekend. A lot of good college football this upcoming weekend as well. A couple great games, Georgia, Texas, Bama, Tennessee. Those are the 2 headliners, I should say. And of course, Oregon plays tonight against Purdue. Okay, usually Friday football is a little freaky-ish. You never know what's going to happen. I'm rooting hardcore for Purdue, of course, but a 30-point favor, that's insane. That is insane. Okay, let's head into some headlines real quick. Currently, the Mets lead the Dodgers 3-1 in Game 5. All right, Dodgers lead the series 3-1. Mets, this is it. All in, all or nothing right now. They win this game, they go back to New York for games 6 and 7. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So it is wild. It's absolutely wild. I forgot. It's just really insane how insane it is. So, Mets. I'm sorry, Mets are at home. 2-3-2. Dodgers first 2 at home. Mets at 3 here. So this is the last game in New York. They have to win. Otherwise, they go back to LA, I should say. Not New York. They go back to LA. I'm thinking about the Yankees Guardians series. Okay. What a game last night in Cleveland. Okay. New York thought they had it strapped up, ready to rock and roll, up 5-3. Noel says, just wait a minute. Christmas came a little bit early in Cleveland last night. Okay. All right. Mr. Noel himself hits a 2-run smash in the ninth, pinch hitter, 5-5 game in extras, just to have another walk-off 7-5 final for Cleveland. That's a big momentum boost there. You got to win these games in Cleveland. 2-1 now. Game number 4 tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And Cleveland wins this. They're looking good considering they have another game at home. They want to be in the driver's seat. If I'm Cleveland, you got to win these next 2 games at home. You got to be up 3-2 to have a chance. Otherwise, they lose one of these next 2 games here. It's over, unfortunately. But, this is a big momentum boost for the Guardians, and I'm hoping for the best here because I hate the Yankees as well. So any New York team, quite frankly. But I think Cleveland is the minority here of the 4 teams. So that should be an interesting game there tonight as well. Mets currently, like I said, lead the Dodgers 3-1. WNBA, New York, the Liberty and the Lynx tonight, game number 4 in Minnesota. All right, the Liberty with a 2-1 series lead. They win one more. They are finally the WNBA champions. Short and sweet. Sabrina Ionescu obviously hitting a solid 3-ball in game number 3, separating herself from the rest. And New York was just the best team this year in the WNBA. It's hands down. Hands down, they deserve it. They need it. I'm just still in shock that they've never won a title in the WNBA. So tonight's the chance to do so. 3 games on the ice tonight. Okay, Carolina, Pittsburgh, San Jose, Winnipeg, Anaheim, Colorado. I have 2 plays for the clients that will be released after the show today. Okay, I will be giving out a free play tonight as well in the NHL. And like I said, you have four college football games here tonight. That we will discuss very, very soon. But let's do a couple headlines real fast. We'll start off with the NFL. And from the NFL, it'll lead me to college football before I take a break. Last night was a very easy peasy winner. All right. Those that cashed out, that tailed my free play last night, Denver Broncos -3, as easy as it gets. A non-sweat game for once that we had. Love it. Easy money there. So congrats to those that tailed. And on top of that, those that took my player prop, my side piece with the Alvin Kamara receptions over 4.5, that cashed out as well. I said on yesterday's show he was probably going to have around 8 or 9. He had 6, so close enough, but we cashed that out as well. Sweep the Thursday night football board. Love to see it. And, hey, it's good motivation. It's good momentum as we head into the weekend. Okay. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson will get the start for Sunday. I still don't understand the hype around that. I just feel like the locker room is locked in with Justin Fields. That's how I'm feeling. But George Pickens comes out saying Russell Wilson's going to start. It's very interesting considering that your team is 4-2. And I mentioned this yesterday. Like it's mind-boggling that a decent team in the Steelers right now are putting in a player that you don't really need to put in Russell Wilson. I feel as though Justin Fields has this locker room. He's playing pretty decently. Is he a playoff quarterback? No, but he's playing ball at the right time. He's playing good ball, I should say, at the right time, helping that offense out. He really is. So very interesting nonetheless. Devontae Adams, full go. We all knew that hamstring injury was just a hoax for a trade, pretty much for a trade. So he's looking good. He's full go. Jets are going to beat the Steelers. I mean, I'll put it right there. That's as easy as it gets, I feel like, in my mind. Malik Neighbors, he doesn't remember the concussion that he had. Very scary. This is why the game has become, or has always been, very, violent. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love football. I played football growing up. I've taken many hits as well. But to not remember concussion, yeah, it's going to happen. It is going to happen to you. Eagles, Giants, Sunday. No Mailata for the Eagles. He's put on IR. No Dallas Goedert either. A lot of Calcaterra to rely on this upcoming Sunday against the G-Men. I don't like this position here for the Eagles. I'm hoping for the best. All we can say is, just got to win these games. You got to win these games. We got a healthy AJ Brown's back, Devontae Smith's back. Saquon plays his old team. Maybe he blows up for $150 and a touchdown or two. But again, I'm not optimistic about this game at all. I just feel like this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. I feel like it's going to be an under game. It seems like a 17-14 kind of showdown, like a typical NFC East division tough game when it comes to rivals. So that's how I'm feeling there. Jay Cutler, DUI, gets in a car crash, weapons, everything. What a mess. What a mess, man. Like he was always a mess, even in the NFL. I mean, you had a solid, decent, I don't want to say great career, but you had a decent career going from the Bears. You went to a Super Bowl. But you just that head on his shoulders is not right, and it's never been. But that's how he looked. That's how it is. That's how it is. James Cook to return after Monday Night Football scratch. Ray Davis looks iffy, and Devon Achane, he's cleared concussion protocol. He will be set for Sunday's matchup against the Indianapolis Colts. So there you go. All right, let's talk some college football. And then after the break, I'll give you my college football free play. We got 4 games tonight. Okay. Now, Texas, I mean, the only 2 games that I like this upcoming weekend is obviously Texas, Georgia, and Bama and Tennessee. And quite frankly, that Bama-Tennessee game is going to be, I feel like will be an elimination game from the playoff. 2 losses. It's very tough to come back from, let alone if this was a 4-team playoff, yeah, whoever loses is officially out. But there's so many good, talented teams in the top, 20 right now, maybe even top 25. They're still undefeated, capable of moving up in the rankings, capable of even going undefeated. But you have a 2-loss Bama or a 2-loss Tennessee. That's going to be tough. That is going to be tough to come by. The only way to in, if possible, is if you somehow win out and get a chance into that SEC championship game. But quite frankly, I just feel like it's the end of the road for one of these teams here. Tennessee's 11th in the nation. Bama's 7th in the nation. It could be a close game. Say if Bama loses, it's a close game. Tennessee will move up a couple spots. Bama might drop down to like 11 or 12 and still somehow get in. That's what's the scary part. Everyone's biased on Bama and Georgia. We know that 2-loss Bama will get in over a 1-loss. Let's just say a 1-loss Penn State, or a 1-loss Oregon or 2-loss Ohio State. It's crazy how SEC is so biased. Like when it comes to everybody, really, it's what it comes down to. 4 games tonight. All right. We got Florida State at Duke. Duke's a -3 favor. This could be a very interesting spot. I think Florida State could actually win this game here tonight. No play from me at all, but should be an interesting game. Oregon at Purdue, Oklahoma State at BYU, Fresno State at Nevada. Okay. The only game I really like tonight is BYU. They're playing great ball, -9 tonight, but I'm thinking of like a little of a parlay. Oregon first half is like -17. I don't even like that at all either. Honestly, I feel like the over in Oregon could be a good spot. It's at 61. They might post 50 themselves. Purdue's capable of scoring as well. The over looks good for me in this spot here. Oregon -30. It's a lot of points. They could definitely cover it on their own, but it's just a scary. It's a Friday. Friday games could be iffy. But me personally, I like BYU first half money line. I like that. I like them to win that game as well. But I'm not taking anything straight up. The -9's a little scary. The -30 is a little scary. Even Duke at -3 is a little scary. I'm not touching that Fresno State game at all. I just feel like that's just a random Mountain West game that it doesn't really mean anything. But BYU, this means a lot. And obviously Oregon, it means a lot, and Duke to maybe get ranked, and be 6-1, obviously it means a lot. But I think BYU, this is a big game for them. This is a big game for BYU. 13th in the land right now. Here comes Oklahoma State. They've been playing well with the big boys, BYU, and we'll see what happens. Really, we will see what happens tonight. So, but on that note, give me a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, I will have my best free, well, I should say my free play tonight in college football, and then we will hit up the some baseball, and we'll hit up the NHL. All right, short and sweet with you guys. This is the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, give me two, and I'll be right back.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking that 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the one and only Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete. We're here live on Dingo TV, channel 217, and of course, a 24/7 streaming platform for 12 Ounce Sports. Also, don't forget that the Twitter, the X has a live TV stream as well, where you can stream me as well, whatever you want to do. Twitter has it now. The X has live TV. So check me out today. Let's rock and roll. Great time to sign in and view the show. Free plays are coming up as we speak. But before we start talking free plays and bets, let's go and make sure you guys check out mybookie.ag. Great book. They stream live games as well. A lot of books don't have that option. Okay, tell me another book that could say, hey, I could watch that West Coast game tonight. That's not going to be televised in the East Coast because I have mybookie.ag. Well, not a lot of books can do that. So I'm telling you right now, make sure you check it out. mybookie.ag. Use that promo code 12 Ounce Sports, 12OZ Sports, all one word to match your first deposit up to $1,000. That is mybookie.ag, promo code 12 Ounce Sports. Also, betus.com. Promo code there is 12 ounce, 12OZ. They'll also match your first deposit up to $1,000. The 12 Ounce Sports betting platform. It's on our links. Follow us. We'll follow you back. Follow at 12 Ounce Sports. The link is there. Sign up today. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. Great, transparent, and consistent winners and cappers on our network that are going to give you the right price and the right winners. 100%. And if they lose, hey, it's transparent. They'll make sure that you're getting the correct information, really. So consistency and transparency is what you're getting on 12 Ounce Sports betting platform. $6 for the month, $60 for the year. You get 3 days for free on top of that. So a lot of cappers don't do that. 12 Ounce Sports will. So check that out today. And last but not least, my Dub Club link is on my profile. Check me out today. Strictly NHL services. I got a flat fee for the entire rest of the season. I also, on top of that, I have a monthly fee as well if you're interested. So monthly, yearly, I'm still giving out a free week of NHL plays. I'm still doing it. I mentioned this all week on my show. If you want to sign up, I don't care what package you sign up for, but you're getting a free week of NHL for free. I had a lot of people reach out to me via DM. Hey, thanks for your first three unit winner for free of charge. I gave out a lot of my, basically my 3-unit winner that we had last week with the Hurricanes money line, our first 3-unit winner of the year. Want to know? A lot of people took advantage of the free week trial and they cashed it out for free. That's what I'm all about. I love giving out multi-unit winners. I do. We're 3-1 with our 2-unit winners and 1-0 with our 3-unit winners this year so far. So really solid numbers. Sign up today. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. You're really not. You get a free week of NHL for free. I'm going to be running it till the end of October, and honestly, I feel great. I feel grateful to be doing it for another week into November. All right. I think by the time I'm thinking after the first week of November, I'll probably shut it down. So take advantage of it now. You have about 3 weeks. I'm in no rush to take it down. I want everyone to cash out with me this season in the NHL. Feeling good. It's back. Clients are up about 5 units this year in the NHL. So a really solid start to the season. A lot of player props this year in terms of anytime goal scorers. So that's been a really big gig for me this year. Cashed out on a couple of those as well. Big money makers this year so far. So, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing the darn thing. So check me out on Dub Club today. A week for free if you sign up. Monthly, yearly subscriptions with a 7-year total combined of units at plus 54.43 average units within the 7 years that I capped the NHL. So here's on the year 8 and up about 5 units this season so far. So I'm loving how we are doing so far this season. All right, simple as that. 3 games on the ice tonight. All right, 3 games, but we're going to talk best bet. Free play in the NFL, college football, I should say. Mets handling the Dodgers right now, 8-1 right now. Looks like Mets are going to be holding on to that and surviving a game in New York, which looks to be like a 3-2 series for the Dodgers now heading back to the Ravine in LA. So Mets 8-1 right now. Yankees, Guardians coming up in about an hour and a half. All right, simple as that. Tonight's free play in college football. I'm going to rock out Florida State. All right, Florida State plus 3.5. I have that at minus 120 on FanDuel currently. You're going to see a bunch of lines at 2.5, 3.5. It's going to be mixed around. Find the best number. Shop around. Okay, FanDuel as of this afternoon still had 3.5 for Florida State. That's why I locked it in at this afternoon. Florida State Seminoles plus 3.5 at minus 120, minus 125 to cover against Duke. I would even sprinkle the money line at plus 120. But either way, I like Florida State in this matchup tonight. I do. Duke could, Duke's 5-1. They're playing good. They're having a solid season. But Florida State had a week to prep for this game. In Durham, Friday night underneath the lights. FSU stinks. We know that. They're 1-5. And I feel like, Brock Glenn at quarterback, extra time to prepare for Duke. The only problem is Duke's defense is really subpar. It's really good. Duke's defense is pretty solid. Okay. But, the program, Florida State, is 20-0 against the Blue Devils. Okay. In all the seasons they've played them, Florida State is 20-0 against the Blue Devils. Okay. So you have to imagine a loss is bound to happen for Florida State, but with these stats that I'm seeing right here, it's tough to think that they did an extra week to prepare. They're 20-0 against Duke. Give me the Florida State Seminoles plus 3.5. That's what was locked in for me this afternoon at minus 120. Let's rock and roll with that. And if you want, sprinkle a little bit on the money line as well at plus 120. Florida State Seminoles, free play tonight in college football. All right, let's go. We got 3 games on the ice. This is where the money makers are until we hit the NBA. Because the NBA is what the free plays are all about on this show, really. Besides hockey, it's been, NBA has been really our moneymaker within the past year for the show here. Tonight, I'll discuss, what I like tonight and why. Now, you can argue with me that Pittsburgh's at home tonight. Carolina plays more defensively, but Pittsburgh has been an over team so far this season, and they have. They really have. Couple of headlines real fast in the NHL. If I can never get to it, but it's one of those games. This slate tonight is not great. I know it's 3 games, but like it's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly. Those that don't know, Ottinger signed an 8-year deal worth $66 million extension with the Stars. Crosby, Malkin, they share a milestone night. Gustafsson, the first goalie to score in Wild history. We all know that. This was just all recent headlines in case of those that don't know what happened. Barkov skating in step toward a return, so it's going to be a matter of time until he comes back. But we'll see what happens. Carolina, Pittsburgh, San Jose, Winnipeg, Anaheim, Colorado tonight. Okay. Leans, what I like tonight. Carolina, Pittsburgh, I want to keep going with the overs in these games here. Okay. This could be an under game just because I think Carolina is going to kind of settle the tone a little bit against Pittsburgh. If this was in Carolina, I would definitely take the under 6.5. But we're in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has been giving up 4 goals, no problem. Blomqvist, 4.2 goals against, 0.878 saves. But Pittsburgh's been an over team so far this season. And don't get me wrong, the Hurricanes can slow up a little bit tonight. They can slow that offense a little bit down. But, Malkin, 11 points into, he's at 11 points so far already this season. Absolutely wild. But, we'll see what happens, okay? I just feel like I got to keep riding these Pittsburgh overs until they fall, kind of like the Avs overs. So lean for me is Carolina, Pittsburgh over 6 at -115. However, I love Carolina in this spot here. I really do. I like the Hurricanes in regulation, +110. That's a good spot. The money line is a little too pricey for me. I'm seeing -160, but Carolina Hurricanes, even -1 is some plus money. So I like the Hurricanes here tonight to win this game. And I lean over until the wheels fall off the track for Pittsburgh overs. So that's what I like. Pittsburgh over 6, and I like the Carolina Hurricanes in regulation with some plus money there for this evening. All right, San Jose, Winnipeg. Now, this is a back-to-back game for San Jose, okay? No Celebrini. Obviously, he's on IR just to kind of like keep him fresh. I think it's kind of weak, but it is what it is. They don't want him hurt. He's eligible to come off the injury list on Friday tonight, but he's not going to. This line is outrageous. I personally would love to see San Jose win this game here tonight. I'm not taking a side in this game, but if I had to say anything, I would say the San Jose money line, even the +1.5. Why not? It's Freaky Friday. Something's going to happen here. I've been seeing a lot of people like play the year already, like 4 games in the NHL, 2 weeks into the NHL, taking the Winnipeg Jets spread at -1.5 at -120. Everyone is locked in with that. Sure, it probably will hit, but don't be surprised if San Jose just somehow, hey, it's Friday, it's freaky, everyone's on Winnipeg. Let's give this a shot tonight. Let's win this game. I'm seeing well over +300s, and even the +1.5 could be a good spot here. I'm seeing team total over 1.5 at like -160, juicy, but you never know. So I lean under 6 in this spot for this evening, and obviously I'll take a wild chance with the Sharks on the money line. Last but not least, my free play that I like tonight in the NHL, and I really do like this game too. Colorado, Anaheim, over 6.5. We have not seen the end of the overs for Colorado. Why change it? Why take the under? So my free play tonight in the NHL will be the Colorado Avalanche, Ducks over 6.5. We've been rolling with the Avs over. I know this is probably everybody's best bet too, but I just love it. I like the first period over 1.5 as well. Just got to keep riding it until the wheels fall off. Same thing, We've been hitting overs galore since the season started for Colorado. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, I'm out of time. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. I'll be back on Monday. Sorry, it's the weekend. We're ready to rock. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Good night.